What's going on, brothers? It's Mgtow, you know the name. Got an interview for you. As your title, Fallout Part 2. Here goes. So from you brothers, worth your salt, you brothers have eyes to see, ears to hear, you know that from the law of reaping and sowing, that if you plant bad seeds, that you reap a terrible harvest. But that applies to a certain group of females who scoff at and rejoice at the death of certain individuals because they had a difference of opinion, because they tell the truth. That's why the fallout is going to be epic. You see, this certain group of females, a lot of them don't even realize that they're the face of evictions in this country. If you didn't know it already, the face of evictions here in this country are the same Cleon bitches who scoffed at the death of that image consultant. The same Cleon bitches who scoffed at and rejoiced at Kobe Bryant's death, all because his wife wasn't black. She was Puerto Rican. They're classless. And most recently, you got 50 Cent's ex-toilet seat saying that that the death of that image consultant was karma. To which I gotta say, well, by her logic, she's living her karma. She's washed up, she has no kids, no husbands, and she's unhappy. Sucks to be her. But in the coming days, you're going to see more of these Cleon bitches getting thrown out of their house and onto the streets because the rent is tripling. A lot of them can't pay their bills, and their pretentious facade of strength and independence is evaporating. And it was all self-inflicted. You hear me? It was all self-inflicted because they forfeited their protection. And I know this is the part where I know some brothers are going to say, well, they still got those simps. And I got to say, even their days are numbered, because you got to understand something. There are more black females in this country than there are black males because of the 21 million black abortions, most of which were baby boys. So you got certain Cleon bitches who like to complain that they have no protection. Well, they're the reason why they have no protection, because of the ruinous choices that they made. But rather than, they're not going to own up to their bad behavior, and I gotta say it like this. They like to double down and triple down on their trash bag behavior, but what happens when they freeze to death? What happens when they starve to death? Huh? What happens? Because you know that there's a food shortage, right? But one thing that a lot of people are forgetting is that there will also be an electricity shortage. That's right, we're talking about brownouts and blackouts. And if there's no power, then that means they're even more vulnerable. But I don't think a lot of them realize this. I do. Brothers with their salt, brothers with eyes to see, ears to hear, we do. The well-to-do brothers understand this. That's why we've prepared beforehand. But this fallout, it's going to be epic. It's going to be terrible. And me, I'm just going to pull up a chair and observe. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, it's at this point, that's all you can do. I mean, you hear stories about certain Cleon bitches traveling from Milwaukee to Chicago to drug and rob men in Chicago nightclubs. You hear stories about Cleon bitches selling their 13-year-old daughters to 47-year-old men. I mean, their behavior is right there for everybody to see. Oh, and their zaddies are not going to protect them neither. Because for you brothers who are worth your salt, you brothers I see ears to hear, you do realize that the image consultants viewership was global. This includes men who are of East Indian descent, men who are of European descent, men all over the world. You think they're going to rush to the defense of this Cleon bitch? They're not. And neither brother's worth their salt. You see, they did this to themselves. Some of them call it karma. We're here in the West, we call it reaping and sowing. The consequence is going to hurt. And they did this to themselves. It's really sad, but it is what it is. You brothers, stay safe, keep your head on the swivel, stay vigilant during these perilous times. Do that. This is a line of Mgtow. That's all I got for you. If you like the video, like the serial, like the commentary, feel free to subscribe. If you want to donate, visit my channel. You find a tip jar on the upper right hand side of the screen. That's the plus icon. Alright fam, alright brethren, you know it's real, you know it's ain't go away live on SYSBM. As for these Cleon bitches, these bitch made simps, these male hyenas, those that probably what we say how we say it, give them nothing. This has been Mgtow PSA. Welcome to state. See you soon.